Yo, what's going on? I think it's working here. Yeah, it's working. So it says rotate device. There we are. But normally it doesn't work like that. But anyway, yo, what's going on, y'all? You're tuning into a Mario Ramon discussion of the haves and the have-nots. And right now, we're I think this is the third to the last show. So we're gonna just discuss the show after each episode. That is, after each new episode, we're gonna just discuss it instead of me doing a review on it. And you know what I'm saying? So, listen. So the last show started out with Jim walking in on Wyatt about to do oral on Justin, which is Wyatt's best friend's crazy stalker slash boyfriend. Because now, at first I thought he was a stalker, but until Jeffrey, confessed that he had feelings for him, I'm like, is that his boyfriend in his mind? So I don't know what's going on with this situation. He tried to do a murder suicide with Jeffrey. Like, you ain't going nowhere. That's not my boyfriend. I'm just saying. So, this episode started out with Jim walking in and, like I said, catching Justin and Wyatt about to perform oral sex for some heroin. And the reason I turn my nose up is it's like the police officer is actually giving heroin to one of the inmates. That's like beyond my brain capacity. And it's not only is he doing that, he's doing it to his the person who he said he loves, his best friend, and he's gonna have his best friend, his childhood friend, suck his wahoo in the interrogation room. I just think that's low. It's below the carpet padding for me. And okay, so Jim comes in, he frees his son, which I don't understand how his son didn't get his neck snapped in the jail, because a Malone was in the holding cell with Wyatt, and that's why the Malone was in the holding cell, to snap Wyatt's neck, and he was in there, and then they didn't let Justin take him to the interrogation room, and now he's not going back into the holding room. And so the Malone just should have snapped his neck right then and there. I want to see some action. Y'all can't get me addicted to action. This is like World Star Hip Hop for the soap operas. Bitches is getting shanked on the have and the have-nots. It's almost like Orange is the New Black. It's some good stuff. So Jim releases his son from jail, and then they walk outside, and like Wyatt is like, I'm just gonna walk. You dumbass. You attempted to kill a Malone. You are not safe. You can't walk. You better get in your father's Mercedes. That's just, come on now, let's think. I'm gonna need you. You and Benny, y'all need to go back to high school. Y'all have to go learn the fundamentals. I don't get it. David is finally sitting up after 400 years. His back looked like he's a cast member in 7 Years to Slave, or whatever that show was, with Lupita in it. I'm just saying, the reason I say that, his back is stark raven red, like his zodiac sign is Red Lobster. But the thing I notice is he has all his hair. So if your back is burnt like that, then your hair need to be looking like mine, because that fire did some damage. So I don't understand how at least the back of your hair need to be burned to crisp. The back of your head need to look like Michael Jackson's did in that Pepsi commercial when that spark caught into his Jerry curl. That's what I'm trying to say. The FBI is on David, but the FBI also is on Jim. So the FBI is on David to try to break this code and find out who blew up David's car, because now it's out of the regular police hands, because it was an explosion. It could be terrorists, and plus this lady died in the explosion. It's just too much. And that cop, the FBI man, he told David, he said, your girlfriend was alive and when she was burning. No, she wasn't. Veronica saw to that. As soon as she put that key in the ignition, it said, so that was a lie. That was a lot. The cops say, yeah, she was alive when she got burned. Nope, I don't believe that. So, yeah, so David is finally sitting up. I'm happy about that. That means he's going to have some progress right there. The FBI is also after Jim for some kind of prostitution ring in Catherine's hotel. That's shade. That's shade. You're going to be doing all these women in your wife's hotel. You're nasty. Like, Jim's nasty. Talking about crawl over here. Go get a tetanus shot. Jim needs a tetanus shot. I loved when the scene switched back to Jeffrey and Justin pulls up in this Sanford and Son truck. Up your game. At least get like some kind of like infinity or something, Justin. You trying to chase Jeffrey upper echelon, and he's used to seeing one thing, and you showing up in this, not even a Fred Sanford, that was a Lamont Sanford truck. Lamont, motherfucker. That was Lamont's truck. So, no, actually, that was Aunt Esther's truck. I'm tired of this. Don't be showing up in my $2.4 million mansion and Aunt Esther's truck. Fuck you up. So you're embarrassing me in front of all my neighbors, but it's okay. It's it's a class thing, and I'm sorry, but you just don't do so. You don't wear a wedding gown at a beach. It just looked out of place. Okay, so Jeffrey is talking to Justin with this Aunt Esther truck, and then Justin goes to say, "Hey, I just need you to tell Wyatt not to say anything was true." And then he was like, "Say what is true?" He said, "You can't tell me what I'm helping you with?" He said, "Say that I did not try and sexually, come on to him, make sexual advances." So now Jeffrey is like pissed because he knows that Wyatt is a crackhead, but he is not gay. And so when he said Wyatt came on to him and all this business, Jeffrey was pissed. And so he said, "You can stay right here in this Aunt Esther truck and back up. And I know when your brake lights is out. I can look at your truck and tell your damn brake light is out. And possibly your brakes." So then Jeffrey goes back in the house. He had just came out. Yeah, just came out. Oh no, he just drove up in his fierce car. And so then he goes in the house and his mother, crazy Veronica, Angela Robb's child. We love Angela Robb's child, okay? But Veronica's sitting there all quiet and just sitting there like Carrie. And so he said, "What are you doing here?" And she's, she don't want him to ask her diddly squat. She's like, "I gave birth to you, little girl." And that's how she be talking to him, because she was like, sitting there, and he was like, "Well, what's wrong with you?" and all this business. And she was like, "I just don't understand how your dad just couldn't love me. He couldn't love me. I saw this house and I wanted him to buy it, and he said, 'Not right now. Not right now.' And I just don't understand. I listened to him in my 20s. I listened to him in my 30s. But in my 40s, I took the wheel. And I don't understand how black men are so intimidated by strong black women." Well, you would know, because you're not a black man, little girl. She said the only time you know about a man is when he on top of ya. Like they said in The Color Purple. How'd he die? On top of me. Get off of there. How did he die? On top of me? That deserves a teacup. How'd he die? On top of me. You better blow. Even if ain't no smoke coming, I don't care if it's ice in it, bitch. Blow. How'd he die? On top of me, honey. That's tea right there in a coffee cup. Hannah and her boyfriend are so cute together. I'm gonna get pregnant. Like, they're so cute together. It's like, but Hannah is just like, My woo-wah is getting moist. It's more. I am wetter than Niagara Falls from the 70s to the 80s. Like I am. I'm wet down there. And she told him. She said, "You got to stop, cause honey, I just read Matthews, and for me to be getting all moist down there right now ain't right. And I'm trying, but you cute. I see your shoulders, honey. I see it. I see it. And go ahead on now." And then he like, "Well, I just want you because ain't nobody made me feel good like this in years." And so Hannah, she getting moist, honey, and I'm getting, my underarms are moist. My man arms are moist. So I'm like, "I'm moist for you, Hannah. I get it, girl." I said, "Go in there and pray, honey." They eating breakfast at a crime scene though. I didn't like how she cooked the breakfast in the dining room, and it's a crime scene right over there. And then he was like, "I'll put the dishes in the kitchen." She said, "No, honey, it's a crime scene." "Well, did you cook in there? And then you eating, looking at blood all on you." Gonna be able to do it. Candace comes over right when they about to kiss and make them vibrations go out, and them pheromones and them hormones and all that stuff, baby. Hannah was ovulating. We both was ovulating. I was ovulating for Hannah. I'm just saying. Okay, y'all crazy. So anyway, Hannah was ovulating, and she was kissing and stuff, and so they get a knock on the door, and it was Candace. So Candace comes over one more time to beg for this money. You know, this girl is begging like she auditioning for the OJs. This child is begging. She started calling Hannah mommy, and Hannah said, "Mommy? Bitch, that's like calling Rebe Jackson, Janet Jackson." And so she said, "Mommy, you don't normally call me mommy. You call me Hannah, so call me Hannah." So then she saw that none of that was piercing Hannah's spirit. And so Hannah brought it up. She said, "Well, I thought you were going to change after your son got killed." She said, "After you killed him." She said, after you killed him. Oh, they was fighting. So then I was thinking it, but Hannah said it. When she was sitting up there looking at Hannah like this, she was like, Hannah said, "What's your name, demon?" Bitch, I pushed my sofa out and ran around it 4 times. I couldn't believe it. She said, "What's your name?" She said, "Or how many are there in you?" It had turned into The Exorcist. Literally. The Diary of Emily Rose. I could... She said, "What's your name, demon?" I couldn't believe it. It's getting too good. It's getting too good. Jim and Justin started fighting. I couldn't believe that. Veronica. Back to Veronica. So when she was talking about how a black man or black men are intimidated by strong black women, I'm going to do this light here. They're intimidated by strong black women. Jeffrey had a rebuttal. He said, "No, my dad wasn't intimidated by you, you crazy bitch. You were a crazy bitch. And he tried to love you, and the time when he slipped in Maggie Day's arm is when your ass pushed him into Maggie Day's arms." When he got finished with his Easter speech, Veronica looked at him and she said, "Oh my God, let me get into scene. If I didn't love you, I would hire a sane bitch to split your neck." And you know she mean it. And she said, "Ask your father." Bitch, my credit on the street is good. Veronica doesn't play. I keep telling y'all she's a pimp and she doesn't love the hoes. Say it with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. She's a pimp and she doesn't love the hoes. Okay, this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. Little man boy was trying to get some wahoo from Candace. I think they would have a beautiful baby. Didn't Candace have a baby with the police officer already? She can't be having all these babies. So we gonna take that away. Her and little man boy can't have no baby. We just can't have all these babies running around here. This ain't a baby show, okay? Unless the baby's gonna be a hitman for the Malones. I ain't got time for that. Oh my God, Leo and Mac, they're the bodyguards that's supposed to keep Wyatt in order, but I think Wyatt, he gonna jump out the window with his ass and break his ankle and limp to go get his ass some heroin. Yo, Wyatt need to quit. He was already like this at the hotel. It's just too much. It's too much. And then he's on his knees about to suck Justin's wahoo for some heroin. Oh, child, get it out the room with me. I don't even want it in the room with me, honey, if it got me doing things that I don't do. All right, I'll see you guys next time on the Mario Ramon chat. We're going to chat this time next week. I'm going to say we'll chat definitely next week by... Okay, so if the show comes at 6 or 7, I would say 7:30. So we'll meet here every week at 7:30, okay? So 7:30 will be 10:30 East Coast and 7:30 West Coast. So we'll meet every week for the next 3 weeks at 7:30, unless I have a comedy show or an audition for a major something. All right. I'll see you guys next time on the Mario Ramon Show. Thank you so much for tuning in and your support. I love you guys. Peace. Oh, here we are.